welcome to the marketing video of the Build a Great Club series. My name is Natalia Contreras. I'm the Director of Marketing for UpToPar Management, and with me today is
Morgan Mowbray, and I'm a Marketing Manager for UpToPar.
And today we're going to talk about marketing, most importantly, how to build a great club using marketing. So the first things first, and the first thing I want to discuss with you is the best marketing doesn't feel like marketing at all. You know, when you see a blatant advertisement for a product or a service, you find it hokey, you find it cheesy. It doesn't really compel you to immediately go and take advantage of whatever offer they're putting out there, unless they're giving out something free, which most clubs can't afford and shouldn't do.
So before we get into everything marketing related, you need to ask yourself, where does your club stand? And that just means, why do your customers and guests and members need you? Why do they need you more than the club down the road? What makes you special? What makes you unique? And what can you offer them that the next club can't? So in order to do this, we need to go over the 4 P's of marketing.
Dun, dun, dun. So the 4 P's of marketing are product, price, place, and promotion. And the first one for the product is you have to be really clear on what you offer. What you're offering, other than a meal and a shirt, is an experience. You're offering your members a lifestyle. And most importantly than offering them a lifestyle, you have to really think about how you're gonna offer them that. When you think about marketing, I want you to think about like your cable TV channel lineup. You know, really be conscious of what message you're putting out in what channel. One really good example is you wouldn't advertise weddings on ESPN the same way you wouldn't advertise a golf tournament on the Lifetime movie network. You know, your advertisement will go out there into the world, but your customers will not really engage with it, so your message will just be lost to the universe. Our next one is price. The same way you know your channels, you gotta know what your position is on the market. And to know your position on the market, you have to do your demographic study. And this is where you really engage your sales team and your membership department to really see 2 aspects. One, what is your membership breakdown? You know, mostly males, mostly females, what's the average age? Do they have children? Do they have full-time jobs? Are they retired? What kind of activities do they like the most? And second, you have to go out there and see the comp set. What is your competition doing? What is their pricing? And how are they comparable to you? So when people from the outside are shopping your club, you can offer them an apples to apples comparison of where you are in the market versus your competition.
And the 3rd P that we're going to discuss is place. So by place, we mean where you're advertising, where you're putting your club so that you're bringing in the right people. An example of what I'm talking about is one of our properties was having a New Year's Eve event, and so we advertised in the newspaper and we didn't see that much return. It probably wasn't marketed as best as it could. So what we did next year to make that different is we promoted it on social media, and we really pushed to get people in through Facebook, through Instagram, through email marketing, which we'll go over soon. So you just have to kind of test the waters and see where your promotions do the best and what brings you back the most return.
Another thing that we can add to place is that it's really important, like Morgan mentioned, to do A/B testing. When you go into a property, really test out with your demographic, what is the best way to reach them? So are your members more email centric, or are they Twitter centric? Are they following you on Instagram, or do they prefer to read the newsletter? Or are they still, you know, going to look at the flyers posted in the giant bulletin board? So you have to know your audience, so you now have to know what makes them tick and read your messages.
And even when we have gotten new properties, a lot of our questions are, well, shouldn't we have a Twitter? Shouldn't we have an Instagram? Shouldn't we have a Facebook? Should we have a YouTube? And you don't have to be in all of them. You just have to choose the ones that work best for you. Like Natalia mentioned, Twitter is for, you know, a specific range of people that use it most often, and that might not be the people at your club, and it might be. You have to test it out and see which social media profiles and which places work best for you.
Absolutely. So that takes us into promotion. And when we say promotion, it really turns into, what's your plan? What's your marketing plan for the year for your property? What events are you having? What are your sales goals? What are your membership drives goals? And how are you going to achieve them through the marketing plan? Morgan, would you like to speak a little bit about how we build a marketing plan?
Yeah, so our marketing plans are huge. They cover all 12 months. So we have a humongous Google sheet that we work in all year long, and we build it out ahead of time so we can look into the future and see what we're promoting 90 days in advance. That's the important part. You want to be promoting your events at least 90 days. So that means getting with your teams at your property and getting the information that you need to successfully promote that in enough time so that it's getting in front of enough eyeballs.
A good story that we find at the clubs that are struggling that give us this call is that when we come in, they keep telling us, oh, well, I promoted this event and it didn't do well, and I promoted XYZ and it didn't do well. And when we start digging on it, it's because they promoted the event 10 days out, or because they promoted the event with just one flyer in the clubhouse and didn't do anything else to take the message out into the world. So it's really important that you give your marketing team as much time as possible to market your events.
So within the marketing plan, first and foremost, you need to match it with the budget. That's pretty important, so you know what you can do for marketing. But in the marketing plan, you have your events, so your club events, special events, holidays that you want to promote at your club, and then you have the collateral to promote that event, which could be anything from a flyer to a TV slide, but usually we do the full shebang, which is a flyer, so you can post it in the club, a TV slide, if your club has like a TV screen that they like to promote things on.
Or a cable channel.
Yeah, or a cable channel. Check stuffers for your servers, which is very important, so they can hand those out to all the guests and members coming in. Table tents as well, of course on the website.
Yes.
Anytime you have an event, you want to put it on the calendar on the website. Even Facebook, you want to make a Facebook event if it's necessary. Not all events you should be putting on Facebook, you think?
Really depends on your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A brochure. Brochures can range from golf brochure, member brochure.
Golf tournament brochure. Yeah. The member events, usually the really biggest events at the club get their own little 8-page brochure because it's really nice to have, but also it's a really nice sales piece so that when a new member is coming in, we can show them, hey, this is how we treat our members to this really nice event, and look, these are the previous winners, and this is all that this event encompasses.
So the possibilities are endless. You just have to figure out what works best for you. And then past collateral, you also have emails, which are very important to us. We switched to a new email platform a year ago.
About a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, which has saved us a lot of time and helped us make more money as well. So you have your member emails, you have your public emails. You know, we have a weekly email to our clubs every week. The members need to know what's going on. They need to know what specials are happening. And then we have public emails or sales emails for weddings and events, for golf tee times. So emails are very important.
I agree. And when you're building your marketing plan, don't mix the two together. So your member emails, you know they're going to go out weekly or bi-weekly or however regularly you set up on that schedule. But really think about your sales emails and when is the best time for the general public to open them. So for example, wedding emails are gonna do great later in the week. Business related emails are gonna do well earlier in the week. You know, Tuesday, 10 o'clock in the morning is the perfect time for that for us, for our properties. But your property might be different.
And also, you should be keeping track of how many emails you're sending because...
Yes. Well, you should be keeping track of how many emails that you're sending, because depending on your email platform, you'll really want to be sure to track your open rates and your click-through rates, but to also keep your reputation really high. Don't just send an email out in the world just to send it. If people are not going to open your message, then it's not going to do you any good, and it's only going to take your reputation down with the main email providers.
And finally, print advertising and digital advertising, which we've talked about a little bit. Print advertising being newspapers, magazines, wherever would benefit you the most. Digital advertising, social media.
Yes.
Paid Facebook ads. Where do we start? Paid Facebook ads, which should fit into your budget. You should have a monthly budget for these.
Yes.
Can benefit you more so than a lot of things, whether that's
traditional media, digital media, Facebook ads, or social media ads in general.
Instagram ads.
Instagram and Google ads. The greatest thing about them is they can be targeted down to the zip code, the age, the sex of the person, their household income,
their interests,
even something as especially for wedding sales, even something as important as got engaged in the last month. We can target that on Facebook and we can advertise directly to those people. And if you need help doing that, give us a call and we'll be able to walk you through that. So after the marketing plan is done, it's going to change. I just want you to know, you do your marketing plan, you build it out, and it's going to change. And it's going to change because you have to meet with your operations staff once a week or twice a week, or for some properties it's a daily phone call to see what is the most important thing that's going on at that moment that needs to change in the marketing. And that's where we come in with our marketing meetings. And Morgan, how do those marketing meetings go?
So marketing meetings, as Natalia mentioned, are very important for your club if you want it to succeed and be successful. So for all of our properties, we have a marketing meeting agenda that I'll put together, and it'll cover live ads that are current right now, upcoming collateral, upcoming events that we need to market, upcoming emails that need to go out, and then any pending needs that I might need from the GM or from the Golf Pro or from anyone that I need some information from. So we'll go through that agenda with the GM and food and beverage manager, if it's for a club with a restaurant, Golf Pro, event sales manager. So basically everyone at the club, just so everyone's in the loop. But we'll have those weekly, and we'll just go through the whole agenda, and I'll go through anything that I'm currently working on for them to make sure I'm including anything that they need as far as information goes. And
one of the important parts at the marketing meeting is we'll bring in the results from the previous month and say, okay, the previous month we did these social ads, we did these emails, here's the click-through, here's how many people opened it. And then the operations staff can tell you, hey, yes, this event sold out, or hey, I booked 3 weddings. So then you know if your marketing is working or if your marketing needs to be adjusted. So that's why I said that the marketing plan will always be in an adjustment phase.
Yeah, marketing can be pretty and exciting and all of that good stuff, but if you're not measuring it to see if it's working, then it's pointless. So.
It's never the same thing every day.
Yeah.
So to summarize, I guess just remember that the best marketing
Doesn't feel like marketing
doesn't
at all.
feel like marketing at all. Anything else?
If you need help with marketing your club or would like any info or advice from us, just let us know. Send us an email, give us a call, come see us in person.
Facebook us.
We'll help you.
Instagram. We're still there.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. So, my name is Natalia Contreras.
And my name is Morgan Mowbray.
And this has been the marketing video for the Build a Great Club series.